Welcome to the Job to STEM podcast. Here with me is Ivaylo Zhelev. He's been EUCYS Alumni and ISEF Alumni as well this year. And also he hosted the first ever alumni meeting of EUCYS. So hi Ivaylo, welcome to the podcast.
Hello Blanca, thank you for holding this.
For sure. So before diving deep into the alumni meeting aspect, I would like to ask you to tell a few words about your project and how you got to the scientific championships.
Yes, thank you. Well, it was a bit late for me to start doing research. It was the last year of my high school, so I couldn't participate in a lot of national science fairs, but I participated in a few with my project, which is about digital image denoising, basically in X-rays and MRIs and CT scans. There is the random fluctuations of the true image that make the image almost unreadable. And that is solved by making multiple X-rays, which subjects the patient to a lot of radiation. So what I did was develop an algorithm that handles this problem on a pure mathematical scale, so the patient doesn't have to endure that much radiation. And from there on, I won the National Science Fair Young Scientists, which brought me to EUCYS, which is what really set off my interest in science. Just seeing those people, looking at their faces while they're explaining about their ideas and their innovations. It's so inspiring, and it's even more inspiring because I realized that I have the same face, and that's when I realized that I love science. And from there on, at EUCYS, I won two special prizes. One of them was the Intel ISEF prize, which brought me to the Intel ISEF, and we are the same year alumni.
Yeah. The ISEF gang.
Yeah, and the EUCYS gang, we're also the same year alumni as well. So after that, my involvement in such a scientific initiatives has not terminated. For my greatest fortune, I'm so lucky to be here again, because this year I'm from Bulgaria.
Yes, and we are in Sofia, Bulgaria, EUCYS 2019.
Yes, with the luckiest series of events. The EUCYS is in Sofia, Bulgaria. This year I was invited to the organization team for the contest, and we're bringing so many new initiatives to the contest, including an alumni meeting which I am in charge of, and we invited the most prominent alumni from the past few editions and even up to 2001, and we are here to discuss prospects for potential alumni network, so that the achievements at EUCYS remain relevant long after, and EUCYS keeps inspiring people and promoting the cooperation ideals long after the contest.
It's really interesting to hear how your scientific journey set up, and that you created projects, you developed a new algorithm to improve X-rays, and then moved into the scientific collaboration aspect. So I know Ivaylo has been working really hard this week, and he is involved in the organization part. So could you expand on how does this alumni meeting look like? What kind of engagements do we have, and what can we expect in the following up days and perhaps years?
This initiative is for the first year ever. So first of all, we didn't have a lot of time to prepare. Second of all, we were not really sure what to expect. But the alumni event this year is shaping up to be better than we expected, better than we hoped, better than we even imagined, because the alumni themselves are so active. They're engaged so hardly in that. They're so grateful and enthusiastic to be here, that every conversation that I have is just inspiring and is just so insightful. The alumni meeting this year is very successful, and it would lead to a EUCYS alumni network. And about the alumni meeting itself, it's going to be 2 days, yesterday and today. Yesterday we were listening to presentations from alumni that were sharing experiences from after and at and before EUCYS, and their scientific journey as well, and how EUCYS shaped their scientific careers. And today I'm going to present our concept note for the alumni network, and we are going to have a discussion with the alumni, which are very active in that conversation, which I'm so grateful for. And we are hoping to to produce a very clear concept on how the alumni network should look like and how we should incorporate the ideals of EUCYS.
Yes, it's a wonderful initiative that we are strengthening collaboration between young scientists and those who participated in the previous years. And the presentations that were yesterday, there are people who are working on amazing things after EUCYS, and it's been really great to see how that scientific experience set them off on their own pathway, and now they can share their own experiences as well, and also creating a plan how to make further changes in this community. Alumni participants who have come here to EUCYS also the possibility to meet this year's participants, is that right?
Yes, and it is one of the purposes. The alumni in general are very grateful to have been at EUCYS, and they see EUCYS as a turning point in their career lives, and that's what makes them so successful, both in entrepreneurship and in science and in technology, engineering, and so on. That makes them so successful, and the contestants hearing from successful past EUCYS participants makes it so inspiring. I've heard that a lot of the contestants are asking about the alumni meeting. They are asking, is this a first year initiative? And we really wanted the contestants to get inspired with that and to be active in the future.
I've heard from other alumni stories as well who are working around the project board. They thought at first that we were the jury or like someone who's going to judge them, but we told them no, we're alumni. The organizers of the Italian and also the German innovation contests are here as well, and they also share their perspective on how to strategically build this collaboration. So tonight we will have this panel discussion as well where we can share ideas.
Yes, we would like to express our gratitude to Miss Rosaria Gandolfi and Mr. Sven Bastiu, which were kind enough to share their insight on how those networks might be managed. We had a lot of overlap with our concept, and we had also some new insights that we are definitely going to incorporate, and we're definitely going to touch in today when we discuss the network. And we're very grateful that we have people who have been involved in such an alumni network and have very similar objectives and are involved in very similar initiatives.
Thank you so much for really putting in the hard work and the consistent efforts to make this possible and make this happen. And thank you for inviting all the alumni members, because we are so glad to be part of this wonderful new plan that is ahead of us. And thank you for also giving the interview and just sharing knowledge about what's going on at EUCYS this year.
Yes, I thank you for being here, because this is as much as inspiring for me as an organizer as it is for the members of the alumni network and for the alumni guests. So I would like to thank all of the alumni for coming here and to share all of their experiences and their insights on how the alumni networks might look like.
Thank you so much, and shout out all the alumni members who might be watching this.
This is alumni. Ooh.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and make sure to follow the pod on Insta and Facebook, because the Drop the Stand gang is officially back for 2020. New editions are on the horizon, so make sure to stay tuned for the next episodes coming up.